Are the Indian markets overvalued? Are the shares too expensive? Is it time to cash out your holdings? These are the biggest questions investors want answered today. So Business Today Television Managing Editor Siddharth Zarabi asked these questions to Chairman of the Association of Mutual Funds in India, A. Balasubramanian. Listen in.
Whenever the market is being driven on the basis of the liquidity and the lack of opportunities to make money in the other segment of the market, therefore increased level of participation comes. At the same time, the step that is being taken by various government regulators are all pointing towards driving the growth to the level at which India deserves to grow. And all such things generally drive the market sentiment. Therefore, the valuation first increases, it goes up to the level to which probably one will start assuming that valuations are high. The high valuation always backed up by the earnings coming back. I would assume the way, I think once the economy gets opened up, I would assume to most of the companies the results starts coming better. Therefore, it's too early to come to a conclusion that valuation is high, therefore one should get worried about it. At the same time, having seen cycles in the past many number of years in a similar kind of situation, clearly one has to of course keep in mind what kind of quality of companies one buys and whether one is doing a speculations or making investments for longer term, and time period for which making the investments have to be taken into account while making the investment decisions, and not to look at the short-term benefit that normally market tend to offer. At the same time, it can disappoint the short-term as well. But as long as one doesn't get caught in that cycles and stay confident and with reasonably good amount of longer time period for investment, then it should be okay.
I want you to talk about cryptocurrencies. The key feature, one of the key features really that we have been seeing is a lot of young people investing in crypto, and they've taken to it just as they take to newer technology much easier than people who are more in the age curve. What is happening here? What are your thoughts about the crypto investment mania, if I may use that word?
One has to actually wait and watch as to how this will shape up. Clearly, I think there is a regulators inviting, and how the regulators are going to see it in terms of this as a currency. This is something interesting to watch out. And I would assume as the regulation comes in this place, either in the form of a taxation or in the form of making it as part of the payment mechanism systems, then one has to see actually how it behaves and how many of them are going to survive and how many are going to actually come out very clean in this space.
Individually speaking, are you in favor of a complete prohibition or a more nuanced regulated approach where it is perhaps obviously not treated as a currency but as a taxable asset like maybe other commodities?
See, anything which is there is an element of money is being made, or anything which is has got a wider acceptance in the form of participations, definitely I think regulation is a must. We have seen in the past that like many kind of platform companies in the country, they all came in, then the absence of regulation, the money investors burned the finger. At the end of the day, if investors have to be protected, whichever way it is, either in the form of losing money or making money in the form of speculation, it actually leads to the regulatory requirement for such kind of product. I think taxation is a function of the regulation. I think as the regulation comes, the taxation also will follow. I think that's something I think one has to probably have a deep understanding of this. Ultimately, I think each of the government would probably have to take a call as to whether at all these kind of instruments have to be recognized, and given the fact that currency, the ownership with the central banks globally, therefore how does it differ from that, and that's something once it's accepted or maybe differentiated, the regulatory framework coming in with the proper taxation structure will bring in the right level of balance on this.